I'm a mine worker, generational mine worker. We built these towns. Makes me kind of proud to look around the neighbors here. This is West, by God, Virginia.
West Virginia currently has 4 members of Congress. Not one of them is willing to come here and do what you're doing.
You are asking, why does the United States Senator from Vermont come to Mingo County, right? What I want to do now, let me ask you a question and you ask me a question. Sound good?
It's kind of sad that you have to have outsiders, kind of represent the interests of West Virginia, where a lot of people, politicians, Republicans in West Virginia benefit from the outside interests and not representing people here. So when somebody like this comes and speaks to the people, you got to show up and show that there are people that actually do care and believe in his message.
What can we do aside from calling and writing letters and begging to be scheduled for meetings? I've never felt more powerless in my entire life. And that's saying something, because I'm a native of southern West Virginia and we're historically just a forgotten people.
We need to start electing people who are accountable and from the working class, rather than people who are busy raising money from billionaires.
Coal industry has extracted a ton from this area, but we have very little in the way of infrastructure, in the way of public services to show from that. To be the billion-dollar coal field, not much of that money stayed in the coal fields.
They're all dead, to be honest. My dad died when I was 4. All my friends' dads are dead now. Most of them were union miners.
Well, my grandfather, he was a coal miner. He fought on the union picket lines, and he's Trump's #1 fan, too. It's really interesting. I think some people, too, fall in line more with a cult of personality and a plain-speaking person, as opposed to the message, where I think Democrats try to go through reason and statistics, and that's not very sexy, quite frankly. I think that's why Bernie's message resonates with a lot of people who, in 2016, I think a lot of people voted for Bernie in the primary and then Trump in the election. I think it has to do with how you speak to people, too.
The mines gave us money, but they took even more. Only the rich kept the green.
The courts are failing us. The courts will probably continue to fail us with the Roberts Court. So we need Congress to act to restore our collective bargaining rights and our union contracts. And federal employees have been through hell for 7 months.
Workers in America, the last that I heard, have the constitutional right to form a union. But this president who tells people in West Virginia, always for working people, is not only they lay off tens of thousands of federal employees, they destroyed arbitrarily and illegally the right of federal employees to have union representation.
We rarely get any sort of input from our federal representatives.
That's something that we're not going to get from our congressional representatives. We're simply not. They're afraid to do town halls right now. They're afraid to come out and speak with and engage with the public in any meaningful way.
Even when we went to D.C., we were only able to speak with members of their staff. Justice's staff kept us in the hallway, didn't even get us a room or a table to sit down in.
Being out in the mountains and stuff, it means a lot to me that he would do this.
Bernie has done a complete 180 from that, which is come to Mingo County and hear about what's happening here.
Until recently, I never really got into politics, but he's been a lot of opening my eyes to a lot of I need to be in politics more. And I'm wanting to present this to him. It's got his name on it, and it's my artwork.
West Virginia is not going to succeed until the American working class succeeds as a whole. So having said that, my question is this. How do we get the corporate wing of the Democratic Party, who is just as guilty of taking money from billionaire causes, to embrace a progressive working class agenda, because it's about time?
What's your name?
Max.
You're going to lead it, Max. Anyone here thinks that the Democratic Party has not been significantly captured, and there are a lot of good people. I don't want to say this is true of everybody, because it's not. But if the leadership has not been captured by that same bloody billionaire class, you'd be wrong. They have.
I mean, it's not the first time a politician's been here. I'd like to see this lead to support for base building and grassroots organizing. And that's what will make today a success.